Welcome back to my channel. Today, we explore the value of specific coins. The most valuable bicentennial Eisenhower dollar coins value in market. First up, the 1776 to 1976 Bicentennial Edition. We'll explore what makes these coins special, how to identify the most valuable ones, and what they're really worth in today's market, especially those in fine condition. So if you want to learn how much your coin collection could be worth, keep watching. The Eisenhower dollar was minted from 1971 to 1978, honoring President Dwight D. Eisenhower. But in 1976, the U.S. Mint released a special bicentennial edition to commemorate 200 years of American independence. From 1776 to 1976, these coins are unique because they feature a dual date, 1776-1976, on the obverse side, along with a special reverse design showing the Liberty Bell superimposed on the moon. This bicentennial design was striking and historically significant, making these coins favorites among collectors now. You might be wondering, aren't these coins just common circulation dollars? Well, yes and no. The bicentennial Eisenhower dollars were minted in large numbers, but certain varieties, mint marks, and conditions can make a big difference in value. For starters, the coins were produced at 3 mints: Philadelphia No Mint, Mark, Denver D, and San Francisco S. The San Francisco coins are particularly valuable because many were produced as proof coins with a high-quality finish. Additionally, the coins were made into different compositions: standard copper nickel, clad for circulation, and a limited run of 40% silver-clad coins, primarily from the San Francisco Mint. Silver versions are worth more due to their precious metal content. Before we talk value, let's quickly cover grading. Coin collectors grade coins on a scale from poor P1 to mint state MS70. The fine condition is usually abbreviated as F or XF for extremely fine, and it means the coin shows moderate wear but still retains most of its details. Fine condition coins are generally more valuable than circulated coins with heavy wear but less than uncirculated or proof coins. So if you have an Eisenhower dollar that's fine or better, you're already ahead of many in fine condition. These typically range from $200, not a huge premium over face value, but still collectible due to the bicentennial design. Some bicentennial Eisenhowers have known die errors or varieties, such as double dies or minting flaws, which can push the value into the hundreds or more. For fine condition coins, to identify your coin, check for the mint mark on the reverse side near the eagle's tail feathers. No mark means Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. Next, assess the condition. Look for wear on Eisenhower's hair, the Liberty Bell's details, and the moon's surface. If the coin has strong detail with only slight wear on the highest points, it's likely in fine to extremely fine condition. So, there you have it. The 1776 to 1976 Eisenhower dollar is a piece of American history and a collectible coin that can have real value, especially if it's a silver-clad or proof example in fine condition. If you find one in your collection or at a garage sale, don't just toss it. It might be worth more than you think. And remember, coin values fluctuate with the market and collector interest, so keep an eye on current prices if you plan to buy or sell. Next up, the 1978 Bicentennial Eisenhower dollar. But not just any $1,978. We're talking about the most valuable versions of this coin, specifically those in extra fine condition. Now, you might already know that the Eisenhower dollar was minted from 1971 to 1978, and the 1976 issue celebrated the United States bicentennial with a special dual date -1776 to 1976, featuring a special reverse design of the Liberty Bell superimposed on the moon. But here's an interesting fact: coins minted in 1978 still carry the bicentennial design, even though the official bicentennial year was 1976. That's because the Eisenhower dollar's production continued with the same design until the transition to the smaller Susan B. Anthony dollar in 1979. So, the 1978 coins are often called bicentennial dollars due to their shared design with. The 1976 issues these coins were minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, with the San Francisco Mint producing special proof and collector versions. So, which 1978 bicentennial Eisenhower dollars are the most valuable? And what makes them so special? Let's break it down first. Condition is everything in coin collecting. Our focus today is on coins graded as extra fine, that's abbreviated as EF or XF. An extra fine coin shows light wear on the highest points, but retains much of its original detail, and luster. Extra fine coins are highly desirable because they offer a great balance. They're more affordable than perfect mint state coins but still look beautiful and collectible now. Let's talk value. As of 2025, a 1978 bicentennial Eisenhower dollar in extra fine condition from the Philadelphia or Denver Mint typically sells for around $300. This might sound modest, but remember, these coins were minted in large numbers, so they're fairly common in circulated condition. However, the real value lies with the San Francisco proof coins. These were specially struck with higher quality, mirror-like finish and sharper details. Designed for collectors, an extra fine 1978 bicentennial Eisenhower dollar proof coin, especially those with the S mint mark, can command anywhere from $320 depending on market demand and exact grading nuances. But there's more to know. Some 1978 Eisenhower dollars might carry varieties or mint errors, such as double dies, repunched mint marks, or planchette flaws. These can increase value significantly, even in extra fine condition. For example, a rare double die obverse coin could be worth hundreds of dollars if authenticated by a professional grading service. If you believe you have a valuable variety or an error coin, it's highly recommended to get it professionally graded by companies like PCGS or NGC. Their grading and certification can boost your confidence and help you get the best price. So, why collect these coins? The bicentennial Eisenhower dollar is a nostalgic piece of American history, marking 200 years of independence with a bold design and a story that collectors love. Even at modest values, these coins make fantastic additions to any collection. To wrap up, if you have a 1978 bicentennial Eisenhower dollar in extra fine condition, you could expect to see a value between $310 for standard circulation strikes and up to $400 for San Francisco proofs. Remember, condition and mint mark matter, and rare varieties can be worth a lot more. Next up, the bicentennial Eisenhower dollar, specifically the issue, extremely fine condition. If you're a coin collector or just curious about rare and valuable coins, stick around because you might be surprised at how much these coins are worth today. So, first off, let's clear up a common misconception. The bicentennial Eisenhower dollar typically refers to the special coins minted for the United States' 200th anniversary in 1975 and 1976. They have the dual date 1776 to 1976 on the obverse. But there's an interesting twist about the 197 Eisenhower dollar you see. In 1974, the U.S. Mint struck some Eisenhower dollars with the D mint mark for Denver. These coins are usually from 1974 only, but they are part of the series. Leading into the bicentennial period, collectors often look closely at the 197 because it's considered a key transitional coin before the official bicentennial dollars were released in 75 and 76 now. What makes the 197 Eisenhower dollar special? For one, it's the last standard Eisenhower dollar struck before the design changed to commemorate the bicentennial. These 197 coins were mostly circulated but can be found in various grades, including the extremely fine or EF grade, which means the coin shows light wear but all details remain sharp. If you're not familiar with coin grading, extremely fine means the coin has some minor wear on the highest points of the design, but overall, it still holds a crisp appearance. On the Sheldon scale, EF is around 40 to 45. This is a very collectible grade because it balances quality with affordability. Now, let's talk value, which is why you're really here. As of 2025, the 197.4D Eisenhower dollar in extremely fine condition is valued approximately between $100 on the open market. And this is a big but. That's just the baseline for typical EF coins. If you think you have a 1974D Eisenhower dollar in EF condition, I recommend getting it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can boost your coin's resale value and give you confidence in its authenticity. At recent auctions and sales, these 197.4D Bicentennial-related Eisenhower dollars in EF condition have sold anywhere from $150 for the best pieces. Remember, prices fluctuate based on market demand and silver prices because these coins contain 40% silver. And here's a pro tip. If you're looking to invest or collect, consider buying coins with the D mint mark in higher grades, like about uncirculated or MS mint state, because their values rise significantly. But for everyday collectors, the 197.4D Eisenhower dollar in EF condition is a great entry point into historic American coins, offering solid value and a fascinating piece of history. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want more coin collecting tips and values, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss out. Got a 1974D Eisenhower dollar in your collection? Drop a comment below and tell me what grade you think it's in. Until next time, keep collecting and keep learning. See you soon.